Hello there. You might be a good user of Shopify and you may have been wondering whether you can integrate custom forms on Shopify. In this tutorial, you are welcome to go through a step-by-step process on how you can integrate custom forms on Shopify. To do that, you will simply log in to your Shopify account and then you can complete all the steps shown here. You name your store, you customize your online store, add pages to your store, organize your store, add custom domain and set your shipping rates. Now you can do that and then you can add the pages that you want. But in our case, we want to integrate custom forms in our Shopify account. So how do we do that? To integrate custom forms, you simply come to the left-hand side of your Shopify. If you don't have an account, you can sign up for one for free. To integrate custom forms, you simply come to your sales channel. Under that you see online store. You will click on that and it will take you to this themes site. You can edit your themes and you can edit your blogs, you can edit your pages, navigation, and you can also change your preferences. So because you want to integrate a custom form, you will click on pages. And so you notice the pages that we have here. It's showing two pages. We have the frequently asked question and contact us part of it. So, and then the visibility here, it has been set to all visible. So you may have to check here so that you also can check if there's any hidden page. But in this case, it was okay. So we will take it back to visible. So to add the forms, this is what you do. You now click on add page. It brings you to this page where now you can give the title for your page. So in this case, we want to add a custom form and we can give it any name that we want. So for instance, let us call this form, tell us about yourself. That is the title that we want to give to our form. Down here, you can add the content for your page. You notice you can change the formatting. You can put the bold. Maybe let's add a comment there to just tell our client what we'd want about this custom form. Let's maybe just add your information is private and will be used only to contact you. So we can change this into any format that we want. We can put it into italics. We can put it in bold. We can also underline it. So this is something we can change. We can even add an image there. We can insert a video and we can also insert a table. In this case, I'll just put it as a simple bold text. Now, if I'm satisfied with that, I now come here and make sure that I select on visible so that my custom form will be visible and not hidden. I can also set the visibility date. In case I don't want this form to be visible immediately, I can just set a date when it will be visible. So I only create the form and automatically on that day, when the date that I set here comes, the form will be visible. So in this case, I want it to be visible immediately. So once I have changed that, I click on save. So there we have it. Tell us about yourself. And that has already been created. So if now I go back to my online store to see if I can see my form, you notice that I cannot see my form here. So to see the form, I'll click on customize and it takes me to this page. Now, up here, where we have the home page, I now click on that. And then I scroll down up to where we have pages. I click on that so that I can see the pages that are there. Then I search here. Tell us the same way I called the page. You see it fills itself. Tell us about yourself. So I now click on that custom template and it brings me here. You notice it's exactly what we had written. Tell us about yourself. Your information is private and will only be used to contact you when necessary. So we already have our form here, and now we can edit this form. So to add things on this page, you simply come back to the left-hand side, and then you can click on add a section. So you choose which section you want to add to the form. For instance, I can add a section for rich text. I just click that, and there it is. You notice now we have a section here. You can talk about your brand, you share information. Now to see if my custom form has been added, I simply click on pages, and then now I notice we have it here. And it has your info is private and all that. So I can click on view the page if I want to view the page. However, if now I just view the page so that I can show you another thing, you notice that our page is slightly limited. Now there's another way that we can add custom forms on Shopify. To do that, you simply come back home, and then under apps, you click on add apps. It takes you here, and then you scroll down and find more apps in Shopify App Store. You click on that. So it brings you to this page. And because specifically we want to look for forms, you search for forms up here. Forms. Here we have free plan available for the first one. We have 7-day trial. We have free plan available. So you can select any that you want. Maybe you can select one and pay for it, or you can select one that you can use for free. So for instance, let me select the P5 form builder because it has a free plan available. So I'll click on that, and then I'll click on add app. And you notice it has taken me back to Shopify. I can now click on install app. And so here we have the window for us to create a new form from template. You notice you can also select from the templates given. And up here also, you can select maybe depending on what you want. Is it contact form, application forms, survey forms, registration? In this case, let's try to use the RSVP forms. So if I click on that, you notice now we get our forms here. So let me click on the first one. So I'll click on that, and then I come down here and click on Go Design. And so with the P5 app maker, we are able to edit this form. So for instance, if you want to edit this first part, we simply click on this side, and then we can change. Maybe you're invited to, instead of cocktails and dinner, maybe we call it a webinar. You just type webinar for clients. And so there we have it. So now we have it there, webinar for clients. If I want to change the font for this form, I can just click on that. Then I select the font that maybe I want there. In this case, let me just select Arial. And then I click on this other side now so that it updates. So there it is. So now if I'm satisfied with the form, I'll click on publish. So to select where I want this form to be installed, I come down here and I select the page. Where would you like it to be positioned? Is it at the top or at the bottom? So let me put it on one page. For instance, let me put it under pages. Then I put it under contact. Then do I want it to be at the top or at the bottom? I click maybe at the top. Then I click on install to page. And there it is. It has been successfully installed. And of course, we can remove it. Now, let's see how it has been installed. And then we installed it under contact us. So if now I click on this contact, you notice it has the P5 form loading and then the visibility and all that. Let me click on view page, and here we have it now. So that is simply how you can add or how you can integrate custom forms on Shopify. I hope this has been helpful. Kindly like this video, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.